IVM.
I feel like Mohra as a name for this film is such a clever play of words because it's a porn movie. If you think about it,
Who am Mohra?
Mohra means a pawn.
What?
P-A-W-N.
Oh, that way.
Porn.
It is a porn movie.
Yeah.
Whoa, nice one,
It's,
Urjita.
yeah, that's good. I don't think you understand the nuance of it.
What is the nuance?
The nuance is that a bomb will not explode him.
Right, but
Because his chamdi is so thick. Right? Like if you put a nuclear bomb on him, the nuclear bomb will kill everybody else except him.
yeah.
That's why this is one of the reasons Raza Murad was not in Oppenheimer. Because they put him near the bomb. And like, आपकी चमड़ी
चीनी चाना चूम चूम
चीनी yeah, I mean
काट के तुझे मैं पीला कर दूंगी.
नहीं
That's or something like that.
They're not even being subtle about it. काट के तुझे पीला कर दूंगी.
कच्चा चबाऊंगी
कच्चा
आज
चबालू,
तुझे मैं
yeah.
चमचा बनाऊंगी
Yeah.
ठेंगा ठेंगा.
Wow.
Yeah, I know the song. Yeah. It's really kind of you to bring me on this esteemed podcast.
Yeah.
Veer Das won an Emmy Award and I'm here. So I'm very happy.
मुजरिम माँ के पेट से जन्म नहीं लेता है उसको जन्म देता है तुम्हारा पॉडकास्ट तुम्हारा हैजिडेज ट्वेल हेलो एंड वेलकम टू हैजिडेज
Was this Suniel Shetty जिसको
Yes,
बलगम की
yes,
खांसी हो गई
yes.
है?
That was a quote from the 1994 film, the second highest grossing film of 1994, Mohra. And to discuss Mohra with me is in the studio is my co-host Urjita Vani,
Hello,
as
hello.
usual, who's already started dancing if you haven't.
ये दिल तेरी आँखों में डूबा.
Oh my god, this is
Anyway.
going to be a eventful episode. And the guest in our studio to discuss Mohra with me is someone who's a very esteemed personality. He's a
Esteemed.
comedian, author, and his words, not mine. He's asked me to introduce him as a moti chamdi wala.
Wow.
Please welcome to the studio, Mr. Sorabh Pant.
Ooh.
Love life, hate drugs, guys. That's all I have to say. You gotta love life, hate drugs.
Yeah. So you're saying you're Moti Chamdi wala,
Yeah.
not to be confused with Motilal Oswal.
Yeah, Motilal Oswal is very different from Moti Chamdi.
Okay, we're barely 3 minutes into the episode. I don't know
Not
where
to be
this is
confused
going.
with Moti Chur ka laddu.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I have Moti Kuchur ka laddus. Again, every line that exists in the world can be a Mohra dialogue.
That's
When
true.
somebody says Moti Chur ka laddu, mere Moti Chur ke laddu mein tumhara ghee chahiye. Like, you can just do any like Mohra dialogue like there.
But Mohra directed by Rajiv Rai, starring Akshay Kumar, Raveena, Suniel Shetty, Naseeruddin Shah, Raza Murad, Gulshan Grover, and like pick a villain from the 90s and they are in this film. We've discussed a Rajiv Rai film before. Urjita, do you remember which one?
I remember the film, but I don't remember the name.
We've discussed Gupt before.
Goop,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Gupt was fun.
Gupt
Yeah.
was 1994 Mohra.
Yeah.
This was what passed off as mainstream entertainment for us, sort of like you and me more than Urjita's generation. This film, like, she's further from its existence than we are.
Yeah.
We both were in the world when it came out. And so I mentioned this is the second highest grossing film of 1994 for a reason. Can you guess what the first film was? Number one.
1994, right?
Yes.
DDLJ.
No,
No,
that
that
DDLJ
DDLJ
is
is
1995, yeah.
I was so close. Wow.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. We've discussed that film on our show.
Not Gupt.
Not
not
Gupt.
Gupt.
Gupt is
Sarfarosh.
97. No,
No,
Sarfarosh is
Sarfarosh also.
98.
Cast,
97.
cast कौन थी
Titanic in
movie
Hindi.
में?
It has one of the three big Khans.
अब मैंने प्यार किया.
No, it's 89.
Oh.
Yeah.
But did I get the Khan right?
Yes.
That
And the
Kajol
director
movie,
also right.
Arbaz Khan film प्यार
No.
डरने किया.
The highest grossing film of 1994 was Hum Aapke Hain Kaun.
Oh.
What are you saying?
So when we say that DDLJ and Hum Aapke Hain Kaun changed Hindi cinema for good, this is what we mean because the Mohra genre of filmmaking is dead in Hindi film.
Is it?
It is, right?
It's not.
I mean, it's
Name one
it's-
film
we have a
of
more
today.
polished
It's-
version of
yeah,
it.
it's a polished version of the same rubbish, right? Like the first 20 minutes of Mohra are just so horrible to watch. Like I could not. I was like, kya? Like I was literally on the flight and I was Nivedita who works at IVM. I was like, dude, I think I'll watch 20 minutes and stop this movie. And then I think 22nd minute was when Suniel Shetty started becoming fun.
Yeah.
Like when Suniel Shetty, you know that flying kick starts, like दोनों का introduction same है.
Yeah.
दोनों उड़ के आते हैं कि मतलब ये ले मेरी लात तेरे मुंह पे है. And I'm like, wow, what a great introduction.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm like, okay, maybe this movie has potential. And it does. I think it could.
Yeah. Also,
money.
mind you, this was Sorabh Pant's suggestion that he wanted to do Mohra.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
saying.
So can I tell you why?
Yeah.
So my friends, two of my closest friends, James and Nathan, okay, we used to enact scenes from Mohra. growing up. So
Can you
that
tell us
scene
which
of
scene?
Can we see something? Can we see something?
the scene
Saurabh?
was Suniel Shetty getting red-handed caught by a cop, by the way, at the Sea Princess Hotel, where he comes and then Akshay Kumar tells him some dialogue, and then nahi nahi ye to galat fehmi hai aapki, that whole line, and the whoever got the line, whoever got to play Suniel Shetty was the winner of the whole thing. Because very very many ways of delivering क्यों यहाँ curfew लगा है क्या? Oh my god, dude. That line. And here's the honest truth. Okay, I used to enact the scene with them, and I'm here to admit that I've never seen Mohra till now. I just used to play along, like for fitting, and I'm like, हाँ क्या scene था? कुछ idea नहीं था. So yeah.
You were just aware of that one scene.
I was just aware of that one scene, and that also I didn't know what the context was.
Right.
I'd never seen the scene. I was just like, "Kuch kar rahe hain aap log."
So when you saw the scene finally
Yeah.
for this episode, were you like, eh?
Yeah.
Hey,
You were
hey.
that Leonardo
It's amazing.
DiCaprio meme. You were like,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, that one,
That's where it is.
That's my Leonardo DiCaprio moment.
Moment.
With, like, Mohra.
हम मोरा की इतनी बात क्यों कर रहे हैं? यहाँ पे कोई पॉडकास्ट चल रहा है क्या?
No, but that even like 95% of the scenes in all 90s Bollywood is all shot like flat, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like a very bad play, and that's great fun.
That's the thing. When the songs come in this film, that's
Yeah.
where all the technical wizardry shows.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, they knew how to shoot songs. The film is just like,
Yeah.
bland.
And by technical wizardry, you mean like them trying to figure out how much translucent is allowed.
I mean, that too,
before you have
yes.
censorship
Yeah.
issues.
Okay, so should we talk about the songs first?
एक
Because
तो
I wanted to talk about the songs, but
ये
go ahead.
सॉन्ग का टेक्निकलिटी के बारे में मैं बोलना चाहती हूँ कि आई थिंक सम सिनेमाटोग्राफर मस्ट हैव लाइक नोटिस दिस फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम कि भाई यार लाइट के साथ रिफ्रैक्शन हो रहा है, ये डबल लाइट कैसे मिल रही है अपने को? एक काम कर 100 लगा दे, लाइटें ही लाइटें लगनी चाहिए. बट व्हाई वुड यू कॉल द फिल्म ब्लैंड? It's not bland, dude. There
As
are
in, compared
so
to the
many...
songs, the visual language compared to the songs is
I
plain.
don't understand the
okay
visual
only.
language. They're
Like what I'm saying is in Two Cheez Badi Hai Mast Mast, there's like composition. There is Raveena standing, Akshay dancing far away. Whereas the action sequences, everything is pretty straightforward.
Dude, to talk about this, like one of my I saw this happen. I was so amused. Okay, where the line is "Aashik hai tera naam naam," and then it's just Akshay Kumar humping a wall. Right into like Aashik hai tera like to show that Aashik hai mera naam and ye hai mera kaam. Like he humps walls and Ambuja cement gets created that way or something.
Urjita, you saw the film for the first time, I'm assuming?
Yes.
From start to finish?
Yes.
What did you think of it?
First of all, okay, I just knew about Mohra because of the song Tip Tip Barsa
Right.
Pani, like many others.
Not Two Cheez Badi Hai Mast Mast?
टिप टिप बरसा पानी comes
Okay,
before that.
okay.
तू
For
चीज
sure,
बड़ी
यार.
बड़ी मस्त
Really?
थोड़ा बाद में
Okay.
पता चला था मुझे. तू चीज बड़ी बड़ी मस्त पता है कैसे पता चला था? बिकॉज रियलिटी शोज में कभी भी कोई फ्लर्ट कर रहा होता है ना, तो ऐसे कुमार सानू की तरफ कैमरा करके तू चीज बड़ी है मस्त मस्त, एंड देन अलका ने आशिक है तेरा. So that's how I knew the song.
Okay.
But I don't know, like the way the song is जैसे होता है, I was firstly happy that Raveena Tandon is the one who's doing the flirting. I always get happy when it's the girl who's doing the flirting. मतलब obvious consent है.
Yeah, I just want to say this is a very horny. People in this universe are very, very horny.
Yeah.
Oh my
Just
god. Dude.
in general, yeah.
So
Sorry.
first of all, मुझे मूवी लग रहा था कि दोनों का लव स्टोरी. I didn't know Suniel Shetty was in this movie.
Okay.
Really?
I knew ना कजरे की धार as a song. I didn't know it was a part of this universe.
Yeah.
But I had no idea, which is why like every scene, everything. I have never been so shocked while watching a movie. For hesitation, I was like, there are so many plots. This is a web series. ये इतना सारी चीजें क्यों
That's
हो
true.
रही है?
That's there are
But,
4 plots consequently happening. Not like one after the other that the film differs to.
Yeah, but like Akshay Kumar, I mean, you're talking about the horniness. Akshay
Yeah.
Kumar
Yeah.
was like the king of the horny scene.
Yeah.
And he used to do them very well. Like in all
Yeah.
due credit, like that. What is that he did with Rekha, man?
Oh, yeah.
Khiladi 420 or whatever it
Okay.
was.
Was it भरो मांग मेरी भरो?
No, that was with
That
Akshay,
was-
Akshay and Rekha.
I
you're talking
Akshay
about.
and Rekha,
might
Akshay
be.
and Rekha,
I don't know.
Either
I
that
think
सबसे
that-
बड़ा खिलाड़ी or international खिलाड़ी.
One of
the
those,
two.
yeah. One of the
Yeah.
Khiladi franchise universes.
Tell us in the correct us in the comments.
Yeah. And so, but he used to do it. But yeah, they're damn horny for each other, dude. And here's the thing: 1994 was when I was 13 years old.
Huh.
Okay, and Tip Tip Barsa Pani came, and oh my god!
So did
dude.
you?
Oh my god, absolutely, for sure. It was like tectonic plates moving in my pants and all. It was a lot. And I used to watch it like when it used to be coming on TV or whatever.
Yeah.
I used to watch it like.
So on that, about that,
Yeah.
But and everybody's a mohra, by the way.
yeah.
Everybody's like, ये मेरा मोहरा है और ये मेरी मोहरी है और ये मेरा मोहरा. I'm like, everybody's a mohra. So everybody's a pawn in the movie.
Yeah.
And
But I was the horniness. The third act, there is literally a scene where Naseeruddin Shah injects Raveena Tandon with a horny serum
Yeah.
to make her horny.
And by the way, listen, see, this is what, please understand
Yeah.
how no movie's ever done this in the world, okay? Where first Akshay Kumar sings to her, "Tu cheez badi hai mast mast." Then she has self-actualization. And she sings, "Main cheez badi hu mast mast." I mean, this is called evolution. This is called motivation. Where, you know, this is what Sandeep Maheshwari tells you about that. You must learn to believe in yourself. And she like, "Main hu actually." Thanks, yeah, for "Main hu cheez badi mast mast."
Dude, even in Naseeruddin Shah's version, it's not like she's calling him "tu cheez badi hai." नहीं, इधर भी मैं ही है.
Oh, because she didn't want to call him. She's not going to tell him.
हिले और निसीरम उतने का ये प्रीमियम वर्जन में तू चीज मिलेगा आपको.
But that dude, that song, I mean, like, and Naseeruddin Shah is so good in that movie till that song.
What are you
Like,
saying?
what is going
He's
on?
great throughout the film.
That song?
Wait a minute.
Especially when the penny drops that he's not blind. He's even better.
No, but did you see his young wala avatar? That
Yeah.
was I think that is some of the worst Naseeruddin acting
What are you
I have
saying,
ever
dude?
seen.
He's chewing the scenery
He
up.
was he's just chewing gum in the name of sounding like a young man.
I
No,
think
dude.
Nasir is the secret sauce of this movie.
Sorry.
If Nasir doesn't work, then this film doesn't work, I think. And he has so many things to play. He's playing the blind industrialist, and then he switches to this young avatar. Then he's the...
Avatar Gill, yeah. He played the role of Avatar Gill as well.
By the way, can I ask, what's with Priya Tendulkar playing dead wives in the 90s? She was the dead wife on the wall in Hum Paanch.
Yeah,
She's the dead wife on the wall in this. You know Hum Paanch, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
I thought you would ask,
your time.
Priya. So Priya Tendulkar, I got confused because I tried googling कि Priya Tendulkar इन तीनों में से कौन है exactly? Is it the Sally? Is it the Suniel Shetty wife? Or is it Naseeruddin Shah wife? मुझे which one is it?
Naseeruddin Shah wife.
Naseeruddin Shah wife. Then who was Suniel Shetty wife?
Suniel Shetty wife is an actress whose name I have forgotten.
I'll tell you. Wait. I'll tell you. Jhawar.
Yeah, something
Poonam
Pooja.
Jhawar.
अच्छा, that is Poonam Jhawar
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
Okay, because
that's the one.
दोनों के photos same दिखा रहे Google पे. So I got so confused. I googled both Pooja Jhawar and Priya Tendulkar और दोनों का same दिखा रहा है.
Poonam Jhawar, yes.
पूनम झावरिया दोनों का सेम दिखा है तो I got very confused.
Yeah.
And it's Sonali Singh, the third actress that you're talking about.
Yeah, the sister.
Both of them have been billed as extended cameo appearance and special appearance.
extended cameo appearance.
Yes.
इसका मतलब क्या है? Legally इसका मतलब क्या है
Poonam
कि
Jhawar.
कम पैसा मिलता है क्या?
Dude,
ऐसा ही कुछ
Deepika
होगा?
Padukone in Jawan was called an extended cameo, which
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
full-fledged role, to be very honest.
Yeah.
But Poonam Jhawar is kind of up there with that. Is what I'm saying.
This was Poonam Jhawar's breakthrough, and I think on Amazon they have the trivia and all,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they had like I think 3-4 other people who were rejected from the role.
Really?
Yeah. And then
Oh.
and Poonam Jhawar talks about it in interviews and all. I completely forgot. Dude, like the what is that? वो कौन सा गाना था यार which you were just singing
Na
right now?
Kajre Ki Daan.
Na
हाँ.
Kajre Ki Daan.
So
हाँ.
apparently the story of either that song or another song is that Shah Rukh Khan heard Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan singing one of those two songs somewhere, and he like बहुत मस्त गाना है, so he decided to buy the rights from it.
Oh, really?
And he bought the rights from it, and then cut to he says Mohra has already used it. So they used it without even asking for permission.
Yeah.
They just went for
I mean,
it.
Tu Cheez Badi Mast Mast is a rip-off of Dum Mast Kalandar Mast Mast.
I think वही होगा. something
Shah
like
Rukh
that.
looks at Hollywood. I finally understand how you guys feel.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going the legal route. And shit,
Yeah.
But Naseeruddin Shah, I mean, dude, that song was, Naseeruddin Shah, okay? So here's the thing. He's the only one who's acting properly because he's a theatre actor.
He
and all
knows
that
the
kind of-
movie that he's in.
Yeah.
Like, kind of, yeah.
But, and you know, like, they have these things in Bollywood films at that time where you know that the director or the person who's whatever has told them that agar emotion dikhana hai na, to you have to turn away. Right. So he's like, क्या बोला तुमने? Look away this side, okay?
Yeah.
And then, so this scene where Suniel Shetty and Raveena Tandon are doing some of the worst acting I've seen. And I mean, they're doing it well. So Suniel Shetty has to turn towards the jail and Raveena Tandon has to turn and they keep turning towards each other. It's hilarious, right? And then if you have to show other emotions, they tell you that you have to point, right?
Yeah.
When Suniel Shetty is like, तुमने किया मेरे साथ ये, right? And Naseeruddin Shah is just acting. He's just like, you need to do that. But then after he stops being blind, after he comes out as as a non-blind
Abled
guy,
person.
Non-blind person.
Very well abled person.
yeah, very able person.
Yeah.
Enabler also.
He suddenly starts doing that form of Bollywood acting, which is very fascinating.
Oh.
Where it's like suddenly he's like, oh, this is the transition where now I'm unleashed. So he becomes very Bollywood then. It's very, very
Wow.
interesting to watch the transition.
But this was the phase where Nasir was started doing mainstream Bollywood stuff, right? Where he pretty much says that he blatantly that he did it for the paycheck.
Yeah.
Chamatkar also came around.
Chamatkar,
this time, no?
Chamatkar was so
Vishwatma.
good, yeah. What a movie that was. I don't know.
Then
Have
he
you-
kept doing. What about Chamatkar?
Have you guys seen Chamatkar?
I have seen
बचपन
Chamatkar.
में, but मुझे
Yeah,
इतना याद नहीं
I
है.
remember it being damn good fun. I don't know. I mean, again, aged well and all, pata
Yeah.
nahi. But
Even I remember the same. It's on streaming on Netflix of all places.
yeah.
Chamatkar.
Probably,
So, yeah.
I'll probably pretend to check that out.
But Nasir kept doing that up till I think Krish, right? In Krish also he was the
Yeah,
villain.
yeah.
So yeah, he knows how to separate his art from the commerce. And these are all films that he says he did for the commerce.
Yeah, but I mean, I think there's like a value to seeing him in a movie like this.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Because-
saying. He's the secret sauce of this movie. If he doesn't work, then the film doesn't work.
Here's my question to you,
Yeah.
okay? Okay, here's genuine question, okay? Till now, I don't understand. Did Suniel Shetty act well or no?
He did what he was meant to do in the film.
I feel like Raveena Tandon stood out for me.
Really?
Yeah.
But she had so little to do.
I
She is about the same as Suniel Shetty, I would say.
but
No,
like I
yeah.
feel like Raveena Tandon, she still had a lot more to do than other contemporary heroine roles of that time. Like first of all, she has a job. Okay, and that job is not
The bar is really low, Saurabh.
she
job.
she has a अरे मैं वो
Sure,
area
of course,
के
yeah.
हिसाब से compare करूँ. She has a job and also it's not like the job is just like one of the fancy things that she has.
Yeah.
It is pretty instrumental to the plot.
She's doing an expose.
Also like she's not one of those roles कि अगर इसको हटा दे तो भी movie चलेगी. नहीं, उसको हटा दो तो आधी से ज़्यादा movie नहीं चलेगी because
Yeah.
her character is pretty much important to the plot.
But then they have to figure out who else to slap.
Yeah.
Dude, that first slap that happened, I was like, what? Just what?
Yeah.
just suddenly the slap comes from nowhere. And then Naseeruddin Shah slaps her 4 more times later. I'm like, what is going on, dude? This is too much slapping happening to
Yeah.
Mohra. This is like a lot. It's
But isn't she used as a plot device to further the motivation of the male characters? Because
Because she's a Mohra.
I mean, sure.
That
But
way तो सबका वैसा ही
Sunil
character है.
Shetty is like he's there because he has to save her from the other
Yeah.
men who are trying to rape her, right?
Mhm.
And that's the one thing. Like in the first 25 minutes, there are 3 attempted rapes.
Oh
in
my
this
god,
movie.
it's too
Yeah,
much.
So I was
yeah.
like, okay, it's a
Yeah.
little, but yeah, but go on. Why else do you think? I'm not like saying you're wrong,
No.
but this was what went de facto
Like
in the
of course
90s.
like ultimately in the end जिसका role hero वाला दिखाई
Right,
देता है
yeah,
जो
yeah.
ultimately like you know with फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी also Juhi Chawla had a job in the film in the
Right.
beginning. She also had motivations, aspirations,
Right.
but in the end when everything plays out, Shah Rukh Khan plays out to be like the ultimate hero who
yeah,
the
yeah.
ultimate savior, and she's like
Yeah.
Mera marriage.
I'm the best,
So,
but I'm on the side.
I'm on the side, yeah.
Yeah.
So like Raveena Tandon was also the same. I'm the best, but
Right.
on the side. But I feel like she still had a lot to do in the
Okay.
first
I
half.
thought
at
between
least.
Akshay Kumar, Sunil Shetty, and Raveena Tandon, this was pretty evenly distributed.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, right? In the 90s, when it came to action heroes, you had Sunil Shetty, Akshay Kumar, and Ajay Devgan,
Yeah.
right? And all 3 of them have pretty much shared that image, right? Your post Hera Pheri career of Akshay, Sunil, and Paresh Rawal.
No, but Ajay Devgan is back to being.
But this is the more like now the action is slicker. It's more it's more fun, like more pleasing to watch. Not your buildings blowing up in the background and he's walking away. That kind of silly action.
Dude, like the amount of times Akshay tells that guy to shut up, I'm like, can you stop saying shut up to somebody who's working under you? It's like,
Yeah.
shut up! And you're like, "Eh?" Like that gag didn't work for me. That was very
Yeah.
irritating. That hey wala gag.
Oh, that was
very-
yeah.
Even though that I love that the actor. What's his name? I'm sure both of you know. Oh my
Yeah, we
God.
do. I'm going to tell you right now.
Wow, so organically done. Man. You just knew it off the top of your head. But yeah, I had
Harish
some,
Patel
Yeah, of course, Harish Patel. We all
from
know.
the Immortals Marvel movie.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
dude, of course, man. Yeah,
Yes.
I've not seen that. But there's one song which I really like because Akash कहीं ऐसा होता है कि सीने में 2 दिल होते हैं. Which is about Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Which is also a line that he says in the Archies. Ke, I wish I had two hearts, so I could give one to Veronica and one to Betty.
Oh my
So I
god.
was still borrowing from the
He doesn't say
flowing
it like
river.
that. He says it. I wish I had two hearts so that I could give them to Betty.
Yeah, Urjita
and
hates
Veronica.
Archies.
Like this wala Archies or like general Archies?
You're
No,
not
this wala.
understanding, Sorrow. I wish I had two hearts
Yeah.
so that I could give them to Betty and Veronica.
Who is this supposed to be?
Archie.
Agastya.
Yes.
This is the movie right now, right?
Why don't you yes? I have two hearts.
I have become Gulshan Grover from this movie all of a sudden.
Hey, okay, listen, if you're talking about Gulshan Grover, I thought he was
Yes.
awesome and I was very sad that he died and that other guy didn't die.
Avtar.
Raza Murad.
Raza Murad.
sorry,
Because
sorry,
Raza
Raza
Murad's
Murad.
character was like,
Yeah, and he's wearing a horrible denture. I don't know what that
Yeah,
choice
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
But I mean, listen, okay, so I
We were
was.
talking about the song.
Yeah, no, I was
Yeah,
just trying to make the
first
doctor's
of all,
joke and
I
move on.
wanted to ask you, what is this choice of like taking average looking actors और उनको villain बनाओ, but because I don't know कि उनको और अगली जबरदस्ती अगली क्यों बना रहे, like
Calling them average looking is like a compliment to them.
No,
They-
Gulshan Grover is not a bad looking person. Yeah, what are you talking about?
so तो मैं they are not, I'm
Yeah.
saying average, मैं इसलिए average बुलाया ना कि
Because
क्या है?
otherwise, how can you tell they are villains? They need to have a mole
Yeah,
or weird facial
I'm
hair.
saying what कुछ और मतलब भी करना चाहिए ना. Why, like I feel like it's ऐसा do the heroes feel threatened कि जरा भी villain अगर अच्छा दिख गया तो what if people root for him?
मतलब जैसे
Hero
वो
ने
जैसे
audience-
शाहरुख खान के साथ हुआ था in डर.
yeah. और Salman versus Sonu Sood.
In the
Dabangg.
bug. What? Was that actually like a debate? Like people were rooting for
Yeah,
Sonu
because
Sood?
yes, Sonu Sood looked way like I mean Sonu Sood looked ripped,
That's true.
and then you saw Salman and you're like, I mean, good job, bro, but come on,
Yeah.
it's like
But that's why, right? Had Sonu Sood been fat and had a mole and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
buck teeth,
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
wouldn't root for him.
That's true.
So yeah, in 90s, what you saw was what you got. And
but also they had so little time between films, no? Like they were doing like 7 movies in a year or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
Where
So-
they're like इस वाले में ना मैं ऐसे करूँगा कि हर full stop के बाद मैं बोलूँगा full stop. They're like that's my gag, right? like I saw-
Period नहीं बोल सकता कि वो तो औरतों क्यों आते हैं.
yeah, that's the guy. The guy who would make that joke. Like, क्या चल रहा है आपका महीने का? And then the random thing is that he'll say that for everybody.
Yeah.
So then people will get confused. What does he mean? Is he a sexist or he's just saying he's telling it to men also? क्या चल रहा है आपका महीने का? And they're like, is he talking about my salary? What is this guy?
लगता है आपका महीना भी आ गया चौधरी साहब.
Yeah. So they literally have one guy who just references mahinas throughout.
महीना मतलब भाई क्या बोल रहे हैं? अरे ऐसी अश्लील बातें हाय हाय. अरे 1 तारीख आ गई ना 10 तारीख.
And then look at Rajpal Yadav. आप तो February जैसे हुए.
अरे
what is happening?
to महीना, right? तुम्हें देख के इस महीने के पसीने आ गए. That's the
भैया फरवरी की बात कर रहा है. That would be Rajpal
please
Yadav.
hire all of us
शायद-
for writing a B grade film.
yeah, we're happy to do it.
Can we talk about our favorite lines of the film? I've said this line thrice before we started rolling.
Yeah.
But my favorite was when Gulshan Grover tells Raza Murad, and he's referring to a woman, and he says कि इस मोटी चमड़े वाले को मारने के लिए बॉम्ब की नहीं सेक्स बॉम्ब की जरूरत है. And then everybody bursts out laughing.
It's a very good line.
Thank you.
So see, but a sex bomb. See, because his weak point, like
Yeah.
Achilles' heel,
Yeah. Is
is Achilles' penis. Okay.
why do you have to say it? You could have just left it there, but no. India's finest comedian, ladies and gentlemen.
Also most family friendly.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
of course, yes.
I'll tell you my favorite
Yeah.
dialogues for the film. Okay, from the film. First one, परेश रावल says कि अरे लड़की नंबर डायल कर रही है साफ फोन नहीं उठा रहे. मैं तो साला रॉन्ग नंबर भी उठा लेता.
Hey, didn't you feel that there was a bit of Babu Rao, like origins of Babu Rao in this?
I felt
From
there were
Paresh Rawal.
origins of his character from Judwa, the question mark wala.
Ah,
Oh.
Like
not
even
Judwa,
the look. Judwa
Judai.
नहीं, Judai.
हाँ.
Sorry, I keep confusing. Judai only, but question mark वाला वो वैसे ही sound कर रहा है.
That was just Paresh Rawal's delivery, I think.
You know, I'll tell you something. That Paresh Rawal,
हाँ.
but slightly mature, is Paresh Rawal from Nayak.
Oh,
Because he also holds the same level of innocence, but also like ऐसे शातिरपना in Nayak, but it's just that he's using that for the right cause in Nayak.
But Paresh was like that bit about saying कि मैं 1 second का इतना पैसा लूँगा. That I thought was an interesting gag.
Yeah.
It was like quite decently done.
Correct.
Where
Yeah.
I was like, oh, interesting concept.
Yeah,
like not
yeah.
bad. Because with Paresh Rawal, I was like, Like between Paresh Rawal and Naseeruddin Shah, like obviously Naseeruddin might be the superior actor by a margin, by a small margin, I would say. But so with Paresh Rawal, when I initially saw the movie, I was like, what is happening? Like, his introduction scene is him dressed as a lady.
woman,
And so the assumption in the 90s was that if a man wears women's clothes, immediately everybody like, kya?
And what has
Paresh
changed since then, Sorabh? Have you looked at our
Also,
TV
that
shows?
look of Paresh Rawal, it was very reminiscent of, not reminiscent, but it reminded me of his wife's look in Hangama, which was played by
Wow.
Shoma Anand.
Do you know who that reminded me of? That look reminded me of Reema Lagu
What?
for some reason. I was like,
Why?
it looks like Reema
No.
Lagu. Paresh Rawal as a woman.
But
No.
when has Reema Lagu ever let her hair down?
Yeah, man.
That's what she should have.
Abbas, you bald guy doesn't know anything about hair, dude.
No, but since we are on that, I just want to say, so obviously the gag
Abbas,
is...
आप wrong number पे wrong number dial किए जा
The
रहे हो.
gag is he's dressed as a woman and he has tennis balls for boobs, and then one of them pops out, and then one of the guys says, "ये है तेरी गोल चौकी की गोलाई."
Yeah, Champa Rani, ye hai teri gol chauki ki gulai. Which I don't even know if it makes sense as a
No, not at
dialogue. He just said something goal.
Should have just
Twice,
said-
गोल चौकी की गोलाई.
Yeah.
So 2 times you have to say goal.
Oh, because they're two. Tennis balls.
Yeah.
the-
What else?
This is the motif of the.
Yeah,
this
of
very
course.
classic film.
एक बॉल तो बाउंड्री के बाहर
just-
चला गया.
You just said
दूसरा
Achilles.
वाला
I
कहाँ
want to
है?
remind everyone.
Funny line. एक बॉल बाउंड्री के बाहर चला गया. It's a weird funny
दूसरा वाला
line.
and Paresh Rawal था love. What? Love हुआ तुमसे. Tennis reference. Love
I think
tennis नहीं
everything
होता है
is
ना?
downhill
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Achilles' penis. I think that's where we hit our peak.
I think we've hit up.
Yeah, that's true.
That's when the episode
But also,
ended.
like, I would like to talk
Yeah.
about this point where you said that Naseeruddin Shah is a better actor than Paresh Rawal by a margin. I was thinking about this, okay? So I feel, don't you think, like, all of these were good actors. Paresh Rawal was also a theatre actor.
Yeah.
All of they were good actors, but I feel like हम उनको ही serious actors मानते हैं जो अपनी acting के बाद interviews में करते हैं. Because Naseeruddin Shah keeps talking about how acting is important, how acting is this in his interviews, which is good. I'm not saying it's bad. But then because of that, जो actors बात नहीं करते about their process, we somehow tend to sideline them. Like, you know, Kareena Kapoor कभी acting की बात नहीं करती, but she always does a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
She never talks about her process and everything. She always likes to take things lightly, even though she ends up like hitting it out of the park in every film. So
Yeah.
I feel like, do you think this is like a subtle kind of PR where actors think that if they talk a lot about their acting process, people will take them more seriously?
Yeah, but it's like the same as comedians, right? You'll see somebody do a very hacky joke on stage,
Yeah.
and then it'll be some random comedian who'll explain the process. And they're like, you see, you don't understand. What I was trying to do was, a mislead of the direction, and then what I used was a nuance of the effervescence. You remember Richard Pryor? And
Yeah.
I'm like, Jana, your joke was similar to my Achilles wala joke, and you're over-analyzing it. So I think it depends on the process. Like, some people over-analyze a lot. But again,
No, I think it's the body of work. So Naseeruddin Shah has a superior body of work than Paresh Rawal.
yeah, and Suniel Shetty has a great body in this movie. Talk about that also.
Sunil Shetty looks hot in this film.
Yeah, he
Hotter
looks-
than Akshay Kumar.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%,
definitely.
right?
Akshay Kumar
Yeah.
नंगू पंगू हुआ है क्या एक भी बार in the film? I'm not sure.
I mean,
आधा
a lot of
नंगू
chest
पंगू
hair.
हुआ था.
Yeah.
वो टिप बरसा में. But did he?
No, he
I
didn't
don't
take off
think
his
so,
shirt
right?
completely.
Yeah,
He
No.
didn't take off his shirt.
So don't watch this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you looking forward to that?
नहीं कंपेयर करने के लिए ना किसका बेटर है.
But they also had hair on their bodies back then.
A lot of it, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, this looks nice. Does it look nice?
This makeup for women, dude.
Yeah, that's what I did
So-
today. But what were we talking about?
The masculinity aspect was pretty dialed up in this film. At some point, someone says, कुछ तो like औरतों का something करने वाला असली मर्द नहीं होता, something like that. So yeah, that was par for the course in the 90s. Action movie of the
Oh,
movies
I
of
have
the
a quiz
90s.
question.
Yeah.
Okay. How many times was any woman harassed in this film? Like, how many times have
Oh
they
my
shown harassment
God,
in this
dude.
film? Okay.
Define harassment, because there are levels of harassment in this film.
Okay, I was hoping you wouldn't ask that. But
okay,
okay, harassment towards women, any sort of harassment. Just tell me how many times.
So 4 slaps is 4.
15, I'm just going to put a
I'm
ball
gonna
pass.
but did you actually count?
Yeah.
You counted like properly and all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 403. That's what it appeared like. There's a lot happening. I was like, dude, stop here.
Actually, yeah, I go with that.
I think that's a lot. But I would say realistically 26.
It's not that much.
50, am I closer?
But I will count it out. Okay. First of Raveena, attempt to rape. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, Raveena, attempt to rape again. Then Raveena, Naseeruddin, Akshay Kumar slaps her. That is also harassment. Naseeruddin slaps her. That is also harassment.
times.
4 times. तो ये तो रवीना के ही 4 हो गया अकेली के. Then सुनील शेट्टी की
भाभी
साली,
character,
सुनील शेट्टी की
बीवी.
पत्नी, so
हाँ.
6 हो गए. Then नसरुद्दीन शाह की वाइफ जिसको नसरुद्दीन शाह ने मारा था 8.
Also, Paresh Rawal dressed as a woman also gets catcalled.
That can't be counted.
Why not? Arey,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
harassment.
Oh my god, the
No.
nuance of this.
No.
Oh.
Why not? When it's a
getting into-
man, suddenly it doesn't count, huh?
Yeah.
What about the Achilles penis? So, what did we count? Did we stop
So,
at 9?
8, you're
8.
close.
But also Raveena Tandon with Naseeruddin Shah when he's trying to convince her to marry him. There's a bunch of others. There's like at least like
The
4 5.
slapping is involved
Also,
in that only.
look,
no?
listen,
वो तो बाद में था. वो later it was in the climax of the movie.
हाँ.
in Tip Tip Barsa Pani, Akshay Kumar in the beginning is not into it, and Raveena is kind of forcing him to be into it.
Wow.
That
So you're saying
kinda-
that is, but
Is
I was
that-
saying harassment towards women. ऐसे तो मैं
That's okay,
मर्दों,
sure,
मैं
yeah.
ना literally getting killed in the film. हम
I think
मर्दों
let's
के
do overall harassment. I think if you're
Overall
talking about overall
harassment.
harassment, then I think
236, yeah.
236 is close.
236, yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot to watch, man. It was like
Okay, what did you enjoy from the film? We have to take a break, but before that.
I enjoyed Suniel Shetty's dialogue delivery, just hilarious. I'm telling you, I can't. It was so nuanced, that performance. I can't understand. if it's good
Outside
or
of
bad.
so bad that it's good. Like, was
No,
there
but
something?
I enjoy. I thought
Okay.
I actually thought he did his job pretty well, right? Even though he's a shit assassin, like, but I mean, he's an amateur assassin. This is the first time.
He's a
just been-
vigilante.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
vigilante, but not a good one.
Yeah.
Point.
I mean, I don't have a point.
The plot of this film is a ripoff of 2 films. There's Death Wish 4 and there's Hard Boiled. It's 2 film ka
Yeah.
amalgamation.
Dude, so my favorite dialogue was that when he picks up that. So basically, what's happening is that one of the villains is in a fight sequence and he's running away for his life, and Sunil Shetty happens to give him a lift. And the guy tells him, like, "Aap mere liye farishte ban ke aaye hain." And Sunil Shetty looks at him and says, "Maut ka farishta." I was like, wow, man, what a line.
क्यों
Yeah, it is.
यार
It is a
कोई-
great line.
क्यों
Yeah.
यार कोई कर्फ्यू चल रहा है क्या?
So I mean, also I think Sunil Shetty having evolved as a person and all that stuff, and like he still looks great, and I think his acting is even better now. I'm like looking at it retrospectively, I'm like, good job, enjoyed Sunil Shetty,
Yeah.
and his, oh my god, dude, he's so well built. Like
Yeah.
that opening scene when he's showing his biceps are the size of my head. I was like, Raveena, you chose the wrong guy. I would 100%
Yeah.
go for Sunil Shetty.
Dude, Akshay Kumar slapped her and she still went after him.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
scene
know
was
why.
weird, right?
Yeah.
Where he slaps her and then she's trying to make up with him.
Yeah. कि
Like,
तुम
wow.
गलत समझ रहे हो नहीं ऐसा और वो 50 बार जिंदगी में गलत समझेगा मैं लिख के दे रही हूँ
Yeah, because
She
the
won't
script is
be
so
a-
complicated.
yeah she won't be allowed to have any male bosses also after that
Yeah.
yeah
But weren't Akshay Kumar and Sunil Shetty like our version of Stallone and Schwarzenegger? Like the 2 titans of action cinema in the 90s at least. And then the third was like Ajay Devgan, which was like our Bruce Willis or whatever.
I think everybody was trying to be Bruce Willis, to be honest. And because there was definitely some Sunil Shetty's look with the leather jacket and like after
Yeah.
Terminator, the leather
Yeah.
jacket to became.
By the way,
भाई-
Terminator background score is the Terminator music. The yeah, it's Terminator 2 throughout the film.
pretty sure मैंने और 5 बार
Vijusha.
same music सुना है
Vijusha
Pretty
Vijushaing.
sure.
Yeah.
Dude, there's talking about sound effects. Okay, there's a sequence at the end, right? Okay, first of all, there's so many logical fallacies, right? पहले 20 मिनट में किसी के पास बंदूक नहीं है, सबके पास चाकू है, right? Because हो सकता है कि उस टाइम पे बजट नहीं था.
yeah और GTA Vice City first level no
I'm not a
GTA
gamer,
Vice
so
City
that goes over my
first
head
level.
anyway.
And then it literally the next escalation is Gulshan Grove is like, मेरी AK-47. I'm like, we've gone from literally having घर का चाकू like
Yeah.
बटाटा काटने के लिए to AK-47 is a great jump. And then it reaches laser guns. Like in the
Yeah.
climax sequence, there's a sequence where Sunil Shetty and Akshay Kumar fire guns. They go pew pew. Like, dude, ये Star Wars हो गया क्या चल रहा है?
Also, Nasi tries to blow up Sunil Shetty at one point with a little bomb.
Yeah, with like this tiny
stuck
little
to
bomb.
his
Yeah.
chest.
And so I mean that again is
Yeah.
great because it's such an old trope, but it's still so funny constantly. Where the scene is that I'm assuming everybody's not watched Mohra, so you should explain. Where Sunil
Didn't
Shetty is
watch.
trying to get, so he basically ties him to a chair,
Yeah.
and then he says, "I'm going to kill you," but he has a gun in his hand, but he's like, "No, I will blow you up." Right, without explaining any logic of why, and the bomb is like literally the sign of this mug, right? It's so potent, like the
Yeah.
TNT,
Yeah, I
DTA. What is
assume.
it?
Dynamite. TNT.
DDF.
DDMMYY.
The DDF.
That was the expiry date on the bomb.
And then they tie him to a chair and then they leave,
Yeah.
completely forgetting that you can get up from a chair.
Yeah.
No, they tie him up also.
Yeah,
no?
but you can
So-
get up from a chair irrespective, no? Like, even if you have, and it's some shitty chair.
Yeah.
Like, one of the, at least, like, buy a proper
Like a
feather
nice-
light or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That was the problem in this film, the furniture.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to take a
Furniture,
quick
yeah.
break. After the break, we'll do the real badass segment and some more categories, and we'll find out whether Mohra has aged well or not. We'll see you on the other side of this break. Hey, has it aged well, listeners? Being a fan of this show already makes you a badass. But you know what will complement your badassery even more? The Wildstone Badass Perfume range. They've got 3 kick-ass variants: whiskey, ammo, and cigar. I've tried them myself and the fragrances totally live up to their names. And here's a special offer for you guys. Use the promo code IVM10 to get 10% discount applicable on all products on www.wildstone.in. And this 10% discount is over and above whatever deal you're getting on the site anyway. Wildstone Badass Perfume Range. It's too bad for good guys. And we're back on Has It Aged Well with my co-host Urjita Vani and our guest, the esteemed Sorabh Pant. Moti chamdi wala.
Moti chamdi wala.
Cool. Let's do the real badass segment, which is brought to us by our friends at Wildstone Perfumes. The new badass range of fragrances is out right now, so check it out. So let's start with the most badass moment. I'll go first because when I made a note of this moment, the moment it happened. I think Suniel Shetty's entry is really badass. The whole silhouette in the door with the sunlight coming from behind, and then how it kicks everybody. Kicks everybody's ass. I think that was pretty badass. Do you have a badass moment, Urjita?
I think it's when Naseeruddin Shah stops being blind.
Yeah, that was a great moment.
That was a
Also, I
great
like how
moment.
every time he stops being blind, he removes his
Yeah.
glasses.
Yeah.
Like, that's
And is he
symbolic.
wearing lenses? I think
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
wearing
yeah,
lenses.
throughout
Yeah,
the film
yeah,
he's wearing
grey eyes and
lenses.
all.
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw it coming कि ये definitely
हाँ.
अंधा तो नहीं है. I knew कि ये एक plot twist रहेगा, but still like it amazed me, like the backstory and all. And when I saw young Nasir, I couldn't stop laughing.
And he reveals it
So-
to all 3 of them separately.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, once wasn't enough. Practice makes a man perfect.
And I like how everybody is like a visually impaired expert.
Yeah.
Because they just look at his eyes and go like, अरे तू देख सकता है? I'm like, तेरे को कैसे? Dude, like to talk about that, okay? तो उसका backstory ये रहता है कि Naseeruddin Shah basically pretended to be blind,
Yes.
right? But they put him in a hospital.
Yeah.
तो the assumption here is कि वो hospital में था जहाँ doctors और nurses ने उसको देखा और किसी ने ऐसा नहीं बोला कि ये तो देख सकता है. Like and then I'm like, okay, maybe the subtext of the movie is कि off screen उसने उसको उनको रिश्वत दी है.
Right.
But I'm like, कितनी दी? कहाँ से पैसा नहीं था उसके पास?
Yeah.
So there's so many like things about Naseeruddin Shah where it's like one, his blindness could be disproven right at the start. The second is the fact that how did he become rich? Like how did he suddenly become rich?
I'll tell you how he became rich. बहुत चला, 8 साल तक चला, बहुत ज़्यादा चला और फिर मैंने 500 करोड़ का एम्पायर बनाया. जब तुम मुझे छोड़ के गई आए. Got the reference?
What?
Got the
No.
reference? This is Dhadkan, Sunil Shetty in Dhadkan.
Okay.
Because that was the question since a long time कि सुनील शेट्टी अमीर कैसे हो गया तुम बताओ. So then उसने भी पूछा शिल्पा ने तुम ये सब कैसे? And he was
my
like मैं
God.
बहुत चला, रोज चलता था, जब तक पैर नहीं छीले तब तक चलता था.
If somebody needs to make a meme of Suniel Shetty at walkathons. Just reaching the end.
10,000 steps on his...
Standard chat is like, ये लो आपके 500 करोड़.
अब ट्राई साइकिल मैराथन में क्यों नहीं पार्ट लेंगे? क्योंकि मैं अब ट्रायथलॉन में पार्ट क्यों नहीं लेते? क्योंकि मैं चलता हूँ, सिर्फ चलता हूँ.
Do you have a badass moment?
Dude, so
Saurabh?
I really enjoy. I'd completely forgotten about Gulshan Grover. Like I love Gulshan Grover. I think
Yeah.
he's just like such an underrated actor
Yeah.
in general. And that Dirty Mind bit I thought was very like funny as a concept, but nothing that he said was Dirty Mind.
Yeah.
Right? Like he didn't show up at any place and say like when that person said ki
Moti
Gol
chamdi
Gulaiya or whatever the thing
Yeah.
like that at that point saying Dirty Mind makes sense. But randomly saying Dirty Mind it made no sense, right? So my favorite moment was when he said he's speaking to Raza Murad and he said Dirty Mind. He said, shut up, you dirty mind. Like, yes. like this movie is worth everything now. Shut up, you dirty mind.
Dude, choose your fighter. Dirty Mind, Gulshan Grover's Dirty Mind or Sonali Bendre's Don't Mind from Sarfarosh. Pick your fighter.
Dirty mind.
But
Dirty
also
mind.
like I like how Raza Murad, that's his trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, don't call me a dirty mind. Call me whatever you want.
Call me dirty person.
Most badass character? Urjita,
Most
for you?
badass character, man, this is a tough one. I feel, I think Suniel Shetty.
Okay.
It's a cross between Suniel Shetty and Raveena Tandon. I feel Raveena Tandon उसने जो मतलब उसका जो idea था कि even as a journalist, I know
Yeah.
काफी कम role था.
Expose. She's doing
She
an
wanted to do
expose.
expose and also she's like कि ये जो खूनी है इसने खूनी नहीं किया रहेगा क्यों क्योंकि इसने मेरी जान
Justice.
बचाई.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you are saving, if you don't like rapists but if you kill people then you must be a good person because you know these two
They
don't
both cancel out each other.
Yeah, they both
Yeah.
cancel out each other.
My most badass character was Mr. Jindal. I think Naseeruddin Shah as Jindal because he owns a newspaper and he's disseminating disinformation but also doing justice on the side.
Yeah.
So it's this very weird culmination of both. Saurabh, for you, the most badass character?
I think it was the main editor of the newspaper.
Siddiq Saab, I think. his
Yeah,
name is,
because he like despite not being physically strong or whatever, he's like, "ये क्या कर रहे हो आप?" Jindal Saab, when like he's assaulting Raveena,
Yeah,
and he's like,
yeah.
"क्या कर रहे हो?" And then Naseeruddin Shah just shoots him randomly.
And you could, the moment Siddiq Saab entered the frame, you're like, Siddiq Saab is
Like,
gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sunil Shetty's delivery is just. Oh yeah, this other line which Sunil Shetty delivers in the bus. Okay, where I mean, what a.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
where-
that bus scene.
बस
was
में
too
Akshay
much.
ticket
Kumar
लिया
goes up
मैंने.
to- Yeah, but it's literally like बस में आदमी क्या करता है नाजायज काम मैं नहीं करता टिकट है मेरे पास. No, so basically a guy has been killed.
He's
The
right
dead
there,
body is
yeah.
there. And so now the thing is, Sunil Shetty is looking forward in the bus. He's by the way, right at the front of the double decker, which
Yeah.
is the best place.
Best place,
to
yeah.
sit in a
Yeah,
double decker.
yeah.
Good
Yeah.
choice for Sunil
Yeah.
Shetty. But Akshay Kumar goes up to him and says, whatever his name is, Vijay, whatever the thing.
Yeah.
And he says this line, he says, मैं बस में आदमी क्या करता है नाजायज काम मैं नहीं करता. Now the thing is, Akshay Kumar never said that he did it.
Yeah.
So he's already guilty.
Yeah.
So you're like, नाजायज. I'm like, dude, you already, he just said तू क्या कर रहा है? Like मैं बस में बस.
Yeah.
That's it.
कहाँ जा रहे हो तुम? अभी डबल डेकर में अलीबाग तो नहीं जाऊंगा ना.
क्योंकि अलीबाग में कर्फ्यू लगा है. I'm just gonna keep doing this every scene. But Urjita, so your most badass character was Sunil Shetty, which plays Vishal.
Sunil Shetty and
Agnihotri.
Raveena Tandon both.
Okay, so if you had
Yeah.
to assign both of them one of these fragrances, whiskey,
So
ammo,
Raveena
cigar.
Tandon will have whiskey and
Oh.
वो जो भी बच जाएगा वो सुनील शेट्टी यूज करेगा I feel.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
For me, I would assign Jindal Saab cigar. I think yes, he's a more cigar kind of a person. I don't know why, but yeah,
I
rich
think he
people.
will use the cigar perfume to hide the fact that वो actually बीड़ी फूकते हैं. To hide that
Not
smell.
blind and smokes BD. Yeah, two reveals.
What a twist that would be. Like imagine if that was a twist of the movie. Instead of him being not blind, where they're like, Jindal साहब आप बीड़ी फूकते हो? हमने सोचा आप अमीर थे. अरे क्यूबन से एक भी सिगार नहीं.
Even तुमको क्या लगा मैं ओमकारा पिक्चर इतनी बार क्यों देखा? बीड़ी जलाई.
Boo! A film that is going to come 11 years after Mohra.
जिसमें he's starring
Himself, yeah. But finally, Saurabh, does Mohra from 1994 pass the badass vibe check, according to you?
It was fun. I enjoy. I don't know. I enjoyed the movie. I thought the acting wasn't terrible. Everybody was fun. It was like it was. I mean, like the thing is that nothing ever ages well, and just like chill out on it. Like everybody just needs to calm down in the world. Nothing ages well. Like I have jokes from 6 months back where I'm like, yeah, ये क्या था? So I mean, nothing ages well, but I think overall it was fun. Nasir was great.
I think the way
There was a lot
Sunil
of-
Shetty was styled was pretty badass. The whole glares and
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
jeans
definitely
jacket.
think Sunil Shetty I think वो ज़्यादा hot दिख रहा है अक्षय कुमार से 100%.
So the story goes that Rajiv Rai's last film had made like a massive loss. I
Yeah,
forgot what the
yeah.
movie was, and so basically they decided to do this on
A
like
shoestring budget.
shoestring, yeah. It's like string budget.
String budget. वही string जिससे परेश रावल की बराबर नहीं थी. सर कांदा और टमाटर लेने का भी बजट नहीं है.
हाँ यार मतलब टेनिस बॉल कौन यूज करता है? As a person who came from a boys' school where we had to do this, like people, it was always fruits.
Yeah,
It was never tennis balls.
yeah.
Oh, but that would rot over time. Maybe he sweats a lot.
गोल चौकी की
And then
गोलाई.
then they'll be like, "अरे juice कहाँ से?"
Okay, fine. I
नसरुद्दीन
forgot.
शाह बोलेगा ये हमारा सॉस है.
For this episode, I had a special category. The most badass costume is what I think Akshay is wearing in Tu Cheez Badi Hai Mast Mast.
Oh,
It's
what?
like what if a Kawal wanted to cosplay as Eminem? That would be him.
What?
A Kawal wanted to cosplay as Eminem, so he would wear what he was wearing in Tu Cheez Badi Hai Mast Mast.
The trans.
With the bandana.
Oh,
no, that
I was thinking
iconic
of
costume,
Tip Tip
man.
Tip. Sorry,
The
sorry,
black harem
Yeah,
pants, the mirror work
Yeah.
Nehru jacket.
Also, note how before
Yeah.
Tip Tip Barsa Pani, Akshay Kumar is playing a different character. He's the introvert, reserved guy.
Yeah.
That's
And
what I'm saying.
after-
Tu Cheez Badi Hai
Yeah.
Mast Mast, he's giving it his all.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Akshay dance like that in any song in the last 15 years.
True, but also that's that whole sequence of Tu Cheez Badi Hai Mast Mast where Akshay Kumar and this one Raveena Tandon and who's the third, whoever, they are discussing ki
Paresh Rawal.
yeah, they're discussing how to enter this
Yes.
guy's nightclub. And they're like, kaise enter this guy?
मुझे पता
Nightclub.
है.
And I'm like, just pay the entry, you know. What? How is this so complicated? Like, it's a nightclub. You don't have to need spend. And then they are like, okay, the easiest way to enter is by being the center of attention
Yeah.
and dancing. And then they're like,
This trope was also in Shan, if you remember, where they're like, how will we enter Shakal's lair?
Yeah.
And they're like, we'll just pretend to be a dance group and
Yeah.
sing a
Yeah.
song.
no, but that at least makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a nightclub. You can enter a but this whole point of a nightclub, what is this non-profitable nightclub that doesn't allow people to just pay money?
We're gonna spend 3 months coordinating our dance moves and
Yeah.
practicing our vocal cords.
Yeah. I think, it passes the badass vibe check.
Want to tell us why?
Because
Why, Urjita? Why do you think Mohra from 1994 passes the badass vibe
because
check?
everybody is a badass in
That's
this
true.
film.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take
Everybody,
that answer.
including Avatar Gill.
That's true, yeah. Why are we even in question? Sadashiv Amrupurkar,
Sadashiv
Avatar
Amrapurkar,
Gill.
Avatar Gill.
Everybody's
Yeah,
90s badass roll call.
Govind
this
Damde,
movie.
who's not in this film, but he's
Yeah,
still a badass.
surprisingly,
He's
not
not in this film.
Or
But-
Sharat Saxena.
Yeah, you would expect him to be
To be
in it,
there, yeah.
but he's
Saxena,
not
yeah.
Oh,
there.
Sharat Saxena comes up with every third movie we discuss
Yeah.
from the 90s.
Yeah, but I mean, what a build that man
Badass.
has now, man.
Yeah.
Cool. That was our badass segment, which was brought to us by our friends at Wildstone Perfumes. Check out the badass fragrances which are out right now. All right, guys. What else you want to talk about, Mohra? I think we've discussed the music. The music still holds up. I think it's pretty.
Oh, the music
pretty
is great. I think music
Yeah.
is the main reason why people went to see
Went
this
to see
movie.
the film,
Honestly,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this movie's proof that if you have like what is that movie that movie that was not designated to do well, and then they last minute just shot a music video to try and convince people to come. They've done this like 3-4 times in
Yeah.
Bollywood,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this movie's absolute proof that happened.
There was also in
Yeah.
Bunty or Bubbly that Amitabh rap that happened.
Oh my God.
Kajrare wasn't supposed to be in the film,
Kajrare
kya,
wasn't
to begin
released
with?
pre-release. It became a hit after the film.
Oh, okay.
So people who went to watch the film saw it and liked it so much that they
हाँ,
were
it was a
mentioning
surprise. It was supposed to be a surprise,
surprise,
right?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's so interesting that like in most countries the trailer works. In India, it's just the song
The
works
songs,
and then people
yeah,
will go.
yeah.
And this movie is absolute proof of that.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But I'll give credit to Naseeruddin Shah because he delivers the line to Raveena Tandon saying "ये हाथ तो बस चुम्मे के लिए है," as a like he delivers it like a human being almost. I'm like, you've
Yeah.
got to be a really great actor to deliver this.
Listen,
bizarre.
He's
Like-
giving her a horny injection with a straight
My
face,
God,
with an
yeah.
evil
Yeah.
face. So I think, yeah.
That's-
I don't, but also like you don't need to give them give anybody a horny injection. You can just give them ecstasy, right? Isn't ecstasy like he's in the drug business? Shouldn't he know this by now?
Yeah.
Let's just give ecstasy. You don't need to give an
Horny
injection.
injection मतलब क्या female Viagra दिया क्या उसको exactly what?
No,
like,
the scientific breakdown, the chemical breakdown was not mentioned. It's
अच्छा,
like
okay.
ये इंजेक्शन लगते ही तुम्हारी शर्मो हया गिर जाएगी और तुम्हारा हवस बाहर आ जाएगा. That's all we needed.
You know they have
तो
those.
standards भी गिर जाते हैं क्या?
Yeah, man, I mean,
वो तो usually
if Naseeruddin Shah from the 90s was in front of me, I think my standards are pretty high. I don't know why everybody's looking at me in a shocked. Fuck, I'd bang Naseeruddin Shah in 2023. Not that anybody asked.
This
but-
doesn't pass the badass vibe check
Yeah.
for me.
Why? Naseeruddin Shah is hot, guys. No?
गुनाह है ये गुनाह.
वो है ठीक है. मैं गुनाह करने को तैयार हूँ आपके लिए नसीर साहब.
I don't know where we've gone, but good man. Whatever makes you happy about.
Ratna Pathak shall be like, this is categorically middle class.
Listen, that couple is hot.
Yeah,
together.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
saw them in a play.
Yeah. The when they're playing Old Lovers.
The letters wala. Some letters ka.
Actually, you said play out a plane.
Oh yeah. So
Where he was
they were
watching
doing
Mohra.
They were doing a play in the plane. Yeah. It was a hijack one. It didn't go off well. Dude, I had one dumb thing to contribute. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I like the ends climax sequence is hilarious. It's so funny from start to finish. So basically, Naseeruddin Shah has a gun and he shoots both their guns away, which is Akshay and Suniel Shetty, just the gun,
Yeah.
which is really amazing shooting. First of all, that only the gun goes, and then he throws his gun. He's like, "Let's fight."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
great. And then he starts fighting with them, and he's actually doing a decent job, right? And then they whoop his ass because it's two massively built, fit guys who do flying kicks. And then literally 5 seconds later, he takes out a spare gun. So I'm like, you had this all along. Did you forget that you had the gun? And then Suniel Shetty dies in the movie. And
Yeah.
he dies, and literally the transition, the editor is fantastic because the transition
credits.
is literally the Suniel Shetty dies, and everybody's like, Suniel Shetty, and then cut to the end credit scene is badhai ho, badhai ho, aapko promotion mil gaya, some shit. I'm like, what? Did you just jump from death to this thing? And then Paresh Rawal gives a
Comes
closing-
back as
yeah.
Mr. Jindal. Yeah.
as Mr. Jindal.
Yeah, he
Oh,
comes like as a
back
blind
Mr.
guy.
Jindal,
Yeah.
And then he says कि पुलिस वाले की तनख्वाह थोड़ी बढ़ा दो. And I'm like, what is going on? There's
PSA
4
in
different
the
things
end.
that happen in 35 seconds.
अपने आप में पैरोडी है वो फिल्म. I feel it's like इससे पहले कोई हमारा मजाक उड़ा, हम मजाक उड़ा लेते हैं.
मस्त है, बहुत मजा है.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add, Urjita? Or we can go to the
There was
categories?
just another one very underrated funny
Yeah.
scene. वो जब भी when that woman comes in Raza Murad के पास, she says happy birthday Jibran bhai and she kisses him.
Oh yeah, I remember
like,
this.
तो उसको भाई क्यों बुला रही है? That
But then
I
he
feel-
hesitates to kiss and then he looks at
Yeah.
Gulshan Grover and Gulshan Grover
Yeah.
eggs him on. Ke like, "Arey, return the favor.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he makes that line about the moti chamdi wala ko bomb nahi, sex bomb ki zarurat hai.
Oh, what a great, I mean, this is like, I think Martin Scorsese wrote that line,
Yeah.
even though he's a writer.
ये bomb नहीं. You come to me on the day of my daughter's
That
marriage.
wasn't Scorsese, that was Francis Ford Coppola.
But still,
Whoever,
one
yeah.
of the iconic
we are
film,
watching
yeah.
Mohra. Do we?
Yeah.
yeah, but it's a
Yeah.
film podcast for God's sake.
Yeah.
But also, sex bomb is such a 90s term. No? You don't hear, nobody is called a sex bomb now.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Which should be bad.
Talk about yourself, sir.
I get called all the time. Cool, let's just very quickly do the categories. So
No,
Saurabh?
I am called a sex bomb because it doesn't take long.
Also, हाथ छुड़ा के भाग जाते हैं.
You were
Oh,
quit
my
while you were ahead,
God.
Saurabh. You were there with Achilles' penis. Why do you want?
We should have ended the podcast back then.
Yeah.
By the way, this whole movie would have been irrelevant if drugs were legal.
But
Is
then
one of
not.
the lines I wrote. Very proudly in the plane. Hey, by the way, you were saying about that while we weren't recording, you were talking about that scene of of Naseeruddin Shah's dead wife.
Yeah.
You didn't mention
yeah. Oh
it
yeah,
yet.
should
Yeah.
they not mention
That's
that
damn
dialogue?
funny.
Oh fuck
Yeah.
yeah. So there's another
yeah.
dialogue, okay, in the film, very funny, very unintentionally funny. While Naseeruddin Shah is talking about his wife's death, he says, and I quote, "हंसती मुस्कुराती पूजा न जाने कैसे फ्रेम में लटक गई." How is this not intentionally funny? ये कैसे बात कर रहे हो तू अपनी dead wife के बारे में? हंसती मुस्कुराती पूजा न जाने कैसे फ्रेम में लटक गई.
And see, the frame is right there in the
Yeah,
background.
right behind. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But like this is this kind of Bollywood writing was so funny back
I
then,
know.
where they used to
I
try
miss
and
it.
get beats of, and they used to try and squeeze in what they thought was poetry,
Yeah.
and they used to almost like
imagine if they did that with everything else. खाती पीती पूजा न जाने सलाइन से चढ़ गई. ये
Saline se chale.
Cut to her being given saline in hospital.
क्या अब क्यों नहीं मिठाई खा रही डॉक्टर साहब? क्या हम उसके अंदर रबड़ी भर सकते हैं? But no, I know.
Yeah, it's,
Welcome to the improv workshop, dialogue
Yeah.
writing, 90s dialogue
it's
workshop.
very easy to write.
Okay, we are running out of time, Saurabh. You have to be out of here in a few minutes. So, what from Mohra?
You think of another dialogue, no?
No, I was trying to remember, but we've covered everything. Yeah.
What from Mohra has aged well and what has not, according to you?
I mean,
If you had to pick one thing.
I think this one scene where Paresh Rawal attempts to be somebody from another country, as does Akshay Kumar. Doesn't look
Oh
great.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was bizarre.
That was a fetish of the 90s. I think you've seen multiple films where people have dressed up as Chinese people to deceive. It's in Main Khiladi Tu Anadi.
Yeah.
It's in Phir Bhi Dil Hindustani, which was 2000s, but whatever.
Yeah.
Now this.
Sridevi had a whole ass song.
Chin
Yeah.
Chin
Like a
Chu, no?
Wow.
I mean,
Okay,
I
so
think that's the lyrics.
The
right?
racism has not aged well,
Yeah.
is what you're saying.
Yeah, but again, the thing is that nothing ages well, man. Everybody like
What has aged well for
Obviously, the idea of this podcast is that it's supposed to be fun and all, but people need to chill out about things on age. What has aged well is I think Naseeruddin Shah was good. I think Suniel Shetty was good. I think overall the acting was not terrible. As we like, the songs were a lot of fun. Except the emotional songs were hilarious. Like there's a scene where Naseeruddin Shah is randomly playing the piano and Akshay starts singing and Akshay is drinking. It's a very dumb song. That Do Dil Wala. But yeah, I mean overall I would say entertainment-wise, fun movie.
Okay, Urjita, for
Yeah.
you, what's age well? What has
So what's age the worst is the constant harassment. I
Sure.
feel, and they gave Raveena
which you
workplace.
counted?
They gave Raveena workplace only so that she could be harassed at the workplace.
No, at the workplace she was
At the workplace,
yeah.
but then workplace harassment only you can count. No, you can't. Oh no, you can't count it as workplace harassment. Workplace boss harassment.
There's it at a party.
At a
like
party.
most
At a
bosses.
party,
Yeah. That hasn't aged well.
Yeah.
But what has aged the best, I think, the songs. Tu
Songs
Jeez
are
Badi
great.
Hai Mast and Tip Tip Barsa, both big fan.
Or Main Cheez Badi Hu Mast.
Yeah, that's a great.
Reprise.
By the way, I gotta tell you about this scene which I thought was hilarious. Okay, where they are trying to find out that Suniel Shetty is innocent,
Yeah.
right? And then they do a scene which is not in a courtroom. Because
Yeah,
obviously they didn't
it's
get the
a closed-
location.
closed-
So it's a conference room where it's just Jindal presiding, and there's a judge from the courtroom presiding there, and they say, okay, he's innocent, and then he's immediately innocent. I'm like, wow, that's very fast justice system. dude.
And also, like, I think in our law, like from whatever I know, even if you're killing somebody, if you're to take revenge of,
Yeah.
anything
Of
that has
course,
happened in your
yeah.
family, that is also crime.
Yeah,
Just
it
because
is.
तुमने उसकी माँ बेटी के साथ ऐसा सलूक किया, of course he deserves to kill 4 other people
Yeah.
for this. That doesn't count.
But that in a courtroom, you don't have an angle coming in, zooming into Naseeruddin Shah delivering a beautiful dialogue
Yeah.
of ki, nahi, usse kya, ye to samaj, some shit he says, and the
Yeah,
judge is
yeah.
like, हाँ सही बोला. Great.
Yeah, also the way Nasir is presiding over that table and that case, it felt like he was,
He was the
somebody
judge.
really. Yeah, it felt like he was the judge. मुझे आधी मूवी की बात पता चला नहीं, ये तो वो न्यूज़पेपर का मालिक है. It took me so long. But yeah.
Actually, those were my 2 picks also. The harassment has not aged well, and the songs have. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think Naseeruddin Shah's performance I really loved. I think that's
You
aged
know the
well.
movie hasn't aged well at all when you're like songs have aged well. Arey,
They have.
songs
It's still great to listen to and watch as compared to the rest of the movie. If you had to program a double feature with Mohra, which film would you choose?
Apparently ये वक्त हमारा है.
Which is
Because
that
I
movie?
was, when you just type out Mohra or whatever movie on Google, it says watch here, and then I clicked on watch here and it took me to YouTube to watch Ye Waqt Hamara Hai. So
Which
I'm
also
like,
has Akshay Kumar in the lead.
yeah, so I'm like, is this the movie? And then I started watching Ye Waqt Hamara, and the first sequence is that gentleman who used to, he's the bald, tallish guy. He used to look like Big U. He was a villain in a lot of movies, and it's like he.
Oh, I know the guy you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
And it's the opening scene is that he lands up at Gateway of India, okay, because he just arrived in India and he's wearing a suit dressed like Idi Amin or whatever. And then he goes to a guy and the guy is very excited. He's like, "अरे sir, आप आ गए और India तो बहुत घटिया देश है और आप इस देश को निकाल घटिया whatever." And then the guy murders him saying, "तुम देश से भक्ति नहीं करोगे तो मेरे से कैसे?" That's the opening sequence of Ye Waqt Hamara Hai. And I'm like, I gotta watch this movie. So I
you
think
would
that's-
program it just to confuse people.
Yeah, just to see what
Is this the same film in which
find out who made
in which
this.
Akshay Kumar and Raveena Tandon have a very similar song called De Diya Dil Piya? Is Raveena Tandon in this film?
I watched the first 4 minutes and then it said Ye Waqt Hamara. I'm like, this is not Mohra.
Because
That was
there
it,
is
yeah.
there is another song, okay, which tried to be Tip Tip Barsa Pani, like so clearly you can see it. De Diya.
No, Ye Waqt Hamara actually predates Mohra. It's a
Acha,
year
okay.
before.
No, De
So
Diya Dil
maybe-
Piya, they try to replicate Tip Tip Barsa Pani, but because उसमें एक ही lyric है और and the only I feel that lyrics वो वाला जो lyric है वो it makes sense even today because अक्षय कुमार का एक ही है 2 दिन की मुलाकात में ही साथी नहीं बनता है कोई कहते हैं जिसको प्यार सभी एक तरफा होता ही नहीं. I don't know why.
So Zakir Khan wrote that song.
Yeah.
Ek tarfa.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway,
But
but
anyway,
surprisingly, that film also Akshay Kumar, Suniel Shetty in the cast. Aisha Julka is in it. Mamta Kulkarni, Anupam Kher, written by Rumi Jaffrey. So I don't know. Maybe worth checking out. If you had to program a double feature with Mohra, which one would you
Dhadkan.
choose?
Because
Okay.
Dhadkan is also another film where Suniel Shetty is playing the grey character and Akshay Kumar is the straight character with no spark at all.
Okay.
But I feel Dhadkan is more entertaining than Mohra.
Okay, I would
Yeah.
program Hera Pheri because
I know.
Akshay, Sunil,
Oh
Paresh
yeah, of course.
together.
Yeah,
That's the film
the
that marked
trio.
the change in trajectory for their careers. So that would be my double feature. And finally, Saurabh, on a Has It Aged Well scale of 1 to 10, if you had to rate Mohra from 1 to 10 on a scale, how much would you rate it?
I think 10. I think it's a spectacular movie and should be watched in every film school.
You want to give a serious take? You want to stick with that?
I'm sticking with that because I'm opposed to the very concept of things aging well. And nothing ages well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Except, I mean, even wine doesn't age well. If you have like a 2-year-old wine or you have like 2-week wine, take it.
But what about films that get their recognition years later?
Like what?
Like
Swades,
Swades or even
Tamasha.
Tamasha, no, let's not go there.
Oh.
A lot of these films from the 60s and 70s are much more appreciated now than they were
Anand,
in
no,
their
I
time.
think. Anand,
Anand was
guide.
pretty appreciated
Actually, it
back
was
then.
Yeah,
appreciated
Anand
back
was.
then also.
I watched
Even
it.
Andaz Apna Apna for that matter wasn't
would-
a big
I would
hit.
say if you like
Also the
Mohra,
same year as
then,
Mohra.
then you should watch Satyajit Ray's Nayak.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube for free and it's damn
With
good.
subtitles?
Yeah, it's damn good. It's like
Ah.
literally all these movies are free on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so I saw it as like a very nice movie, and it's got Sharmila Tagore, and she is so good. And then this is Bengali actor who's a very good actor. So if you're talking about has Mohra aged well, watch Nayak. That's my serious answer to this question.
Urjita, for you on a Has It Aged Well scale of 1 to 10?
3.
Okay. And would you watch it again?
-3. No, I wouldn't watch it again. The songs maybe, but not the movie.
Okay, for me, on a Has It Aged Well scale, I would also say 3. I think we've moved on from that kind of filmmaking. Rewatchability, though, I would pump it up a bit. I would say 4. Because I think
Pump it up. हाँ, pump it up तो
Naseeruddin
ऐसे बोला भाई ने.
Naseeruddin Shah is really good. I think he's chewing up the scenery and having fun with what he's
Yeah.
doing. I think the songs are nice and it's a relic of the 90s. So if you want to see what blockbuster films pre Hum Aapke Hain Kaun looked like,
Yeah.
this is what it looked. Because I checked and apart from Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, the rest of the 9 highest grossing films were Mohra, Krantivir, Raja Babu, Main Khiladi Tu Anadi, Ladla, Suhag, Dilwale, Atish, Vijaypat. We don't make any of these kind of films now. And
Main
how-
Khiladi Tu Anadi was Saif Ali Khan and this one.
and
Oh,
Akshay
dude, I remember
Kumar,
that was a
yeah,
fun movie, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Akshay
yeah.
had 2 in the top 5 highest grossing films of
Dude,
that
I
year.
just realized हम आपके कौन अगर वही साल में आई थी तो उनको तो लग रहा रहेगा ना बच जाते हो कि हमने क्या प्रोग्रेसिव फिल्म
So
बनाई
by the way, you want to see, you know the
Yeah.
difference between number 1 and number 2 in the collections.
Oh, can we
So,
guess?
so Mohra is 21 crore, 21.7 crores.
Okay.
Guess how much Hum Aapke Hain Kaun
Oh, definitely.
680 crores.
was. You?
I was going to say 100 something, but now that you said no, it was definitely not 680. That is adjusted to inflation rate, I think. So I think no, I think this 68 crores.
250 crores
Yeah,
was Hum Aapke Hain Kaun for
that's a lot,
94.
Oh,
And
bhai,
Mohra
तभी
was 21.7. So there is a almost 210 crore difference.
मुझे तभी नहीं
between
पता
the
था. I
two
thought
films.
100 crores अभी नया चालू होता है 10 साल
नहीं, उस
पहले.
टाइम पे इतनी 8-9 फिल्म में किया था उस 90s में.
हाँ, क्या?
I
So,
think
yeah.
so. I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm sure some chartered accountants will correct me.
Yeah.
So yeah, 10 from Saurabh, 3
I think
from
it's a
Urjita.
great film.
10 plus also watch Nayak by Satyajit Ray.
Yeah,
That's your
I
complete
mean, that's
package.
not aged well.
Yeah.
It's, the film
Let's not
misses
do that.
nuance because
Saurabh.
in most Satyajit Ray films, there's very few songs.
There's no two cheese badi hai
Yeah,
mast
there's
mast
very
in
few songs
Aparajito.
about existential crisis.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
मैं चीज हूँ कि
Yeah,
नहीं?
yeah.
Like there's very few of
Yeah.
that. So yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so those are our rating scales. Let's very quickly do the alternate ending segment and wrap this up. So let's do the alternate ending segment right now. All right, this is the alternate ending segment where we suggest an ending to the film than it originally ended, or we pitch a sequel. So in Main Khiladi Tu Anadi, Suniel Shetty dies. Akshay Kumar, as the post-credits role we know, gets Raveena Tandon, and Paresh Rawal comes back. But if you had to end the film in a different way or pitch a sequel to Mohra, how would you do it?
I mean, it would be great if like Raveena Tandon just lines up everybody and slaps them. I think that'll be a really fun ending. It would have some good. Yeah, I think that would be this thing. But the sequel to Mohra would be Dude, I just think that they should take the laser guns thing very far, and then eventually it's
Make it
just
science
like,
fiction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where Akshay, and then it's just imagine, okay, if you're doing the modern remake, okay, just some young person gets up
Yeah.
after having seen this 2 hours 47 minutes of Mohra, and they're like, wow, this is in a galaxy far away.
Yeah.
This was the Star Wars of India. Mohra.
Right.
Abu Kaun Vanubui.
That's the Bhojpuri remake.
Yeah.
My sequel would be we find out that Jindal actually had a twin brother that he didn't know
Oh.
about, and he would come back in the sequel.
And
but
he's
the-
actually blind.
actually blind,
But nobody
yes.
believes him.
Yes.
They're like,
We know, we read everything, and stop bluffing us. We know who you are.
Yeah.
So I would sign Akshay and Sunil back again, and Raveena. And like you said, Raveena would have a much meatier. She will be their superior in this version.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know
that
why.
guy would fall in love with an ophthalmologist.
Yeah.
And because she's a woman, nobody would listen to her.
Yeah.
In 2023.
I thought like we are still in that.
No, we're pitching a sequel.
Acha, okay.
But anyway, what would your alternate ending or sequel?
So like
be?
it's a spin-off, okay?
Okay,
you know,
nice.
I would like to pitch it also like that.
Yes,
Like,
please.
Hi. Hi.
What's higher?
जल्दी
आया
बताओ
नहीं,
कर्फ्यू
नहीं,
लगने
वो
वाला है.
You know, Robert,
Yes.
there is a thin line between a deadly criminal and a useful criminal.
Hmm.
एक ऐसा criminal जो पुलिस के काम आए, वो अदालत के बेड़ियों में कभी नहीं बन सकता. A spin-off of this movie could be where cops hire criminals for the greater good. So like if you are a
Nice.
criminal, they'll just let you die. But if you're a very good criminal, the cops will hire you to do good for the society.
That's,
like, you know what
there is a
Naseeruddin
film on
what?
this. It's called Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
The
that.
Hollywood film is based precisely on this
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Which
Wow, I had no idea, man. Fuck. Wow.
surprisingly the Suicide Squad with that shark one, the new
Yeah.
that was actually fun, man.
was fun.
I don't know why people are shitting on that movie so
I
much. It was
know,
like a lot of
yeah.
fun. Birds of Prey was rubbish. I saw that. So yeah, Mohra's sequel is basically Suicide
Suicide
Squad.
Squad.
Yeah.
Yes. I would actually watch that. That's a good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
good thing. Yeah. All right, that was Urjita's pitch for an Indian Suicide
That
Squad.
was a
Sorry,
very
I spat
serious
out.
pitch.
Yeah, I know.
It was like, you know, you don't own the IP, right? She's like, am I Rajiv Rai?
By the way, Rajiv Rai has been making a film for the longest time called Zoravar something, and he keeps updating the shots on his Instagram.
Oh.
So yeah, follow Rajiv Rai on Instagram. But
What has Rajiv Rai made, by the way?
he made Vishwatma, Gupt,
he made
a
Gupt.
bunch of those films,
Gupt is the main
like
one, yeah.
pretty successful films from the 90s, and then his career kind of just died down. Yudh, Tridev, Vishwatma, Mohra, Gupt, Pyar Ishq aur Mohabbat, Asambhav.
Oh.
Tridev, I would love to watch, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Tridev, I remember watching as a kid and being like, oh, what a fun movie that
And
was.
I also had Nasir, right?
Yeah, and Naseer.
Yeah.
And I've forgotten everybody else. Then. But I remember Naseer was there.
Saurabh, thank you so much for taking time
Hey,
out.
thank you so much for
being here.
having me. I really appreciate it.
Anything you want to plug? Where can people
Oh
find
yeah,
you?
please plug me. Please.
Okay, Gulshan
Mohra's
Grover.
over, guys.
Hey,
Mohra's-
dirty mind. Dirty mind.
No, you have to say dirty mind.
Dirty mind.
Dude, by the way, I was trying to figure out the name for my new show. And afterwards, it's
You
like,
found
should
it?
I just call it Dirty Mind? And I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have finally started doing shows, so I'm going to be, I don't know when this is coming.
It'll be January.
Yeah. So I'm going to be in Hyderabad. I'm doing Hong Kong. So if anybody's around in Hong Kong, I'm there 22nd to 24th doing multiple shows there. And SorabhPant.com, I'm sure I'll be in Bangalore, I'll be in Mumbai, I'll be everywhere.
Nice.
All over the world. I'll be performing at Gateway of India. 7,000
Really?
people show there. It's already sold
Just
9,000
like that
tickets.
Idi Amin guy who
Yeah, the
lands
Idi
up-
Amin guy.
Yeah.
Because ye waqt hamara hai. And yeah, and also I'm sure my podcast will be back up by that time. So check out the podcast. There'll be a bunch of fun stuff coming up on. I have 2 channels. One is Pant on Fire, which is stand up, and one is something else. It's called
Should I check?
The Pant. Fucking some dumb shit like that is. So yeah, there are 2 channels. Check out the podcast one. And thanks for having me. I really appreciate your honesty and your integrity.
While Urjita plugs it, please check the other channel called. Urjita, where can people find you? 3DL?
Yeah, I mean it's called full pant or something.
Urjita, where can people
You
find
guys
you?
can subscribe to my YouTube channel @urjitavani. Instagram also same username @urjitavani. And ये कभी आएगा episode ये?
First week of January, first or
First
second
week
week
of
of
Jan.
Jan.
तब तक video नहीं आई है मेरी, but still wait for it. Okay, आ
Same.
जाएगी.
0
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
Do we have the other channel name from Saurabh?
It's full pant.
Just figure it out, guys.
Yeah,
Google
whatever is
Sorabh Pant, you'll
Sorabh
find
Pant, then you'll
something.
find
Yeah.
something.
You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Abbas Momin and at AbbasMomin88 on Instagram. Once again, thank you, Saurabh, for being here. That was our show presented to us by our friends at Wildstone Perfumes. The badass range of fragrances is out right now. Check it out. If you like this show, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, check out the other shows on the IVM Pop channel, and we'll see you next time with a new guest and a new movie. Till then, bye-bye, and remember, मोटी चमड़े वाले को मारने के लिए बॉम्ब की नहीं, सेक्स बॉम्ब की जरूरत।
IVM